All right, so welcome back to Salesforce Brewery. And here we will be discussing another facet of a question. And here we would discuss through the question, its answer, and why behind it, and how to set up as and when applicable. So last time we ended up in this question set. So today let's proceed further. What is true regarding visibility in Experience Cloud site? So we will focus on sharing and visibility in this session and what is true about it. So here, a site user visibility setting allows site user to see all the other external user. So this setting could be found in sharing setting, and organization-wide default can be used to control the user visibility. So OWD could be used to control the user's sharing setting. Now, let's take a sneak peek of the controls where they are available. You go here, you could see that internal access and external access. External access is the one which is controlling the sharing setting for the portal user or Experience Cloud site user. And then at the bottom, when you click on edit is when you would be able to see the site user visibility. So when I click on the edit on the sharing setting, which is accessible via gear icon, so that is let's search for site, and you can see that site user visibility. So when I check mark this, what does it do? It controls the user visibility. So would the site user be able to see it or not is controlled from here. If enabled, site user in the same site can see each other regardless of organization-wide default. If the portal user visibility is also selected, which is this one. So if the portal users from the same site or account can see each other as well. So one account with multiple contacts would be able to see each other when those settings are being turned on. The next question, Cosmic Solution needs to ensure that external user of one of their customer service site are not able to see each other. So again, what could be done? Or what can an experienced cloud consultant do to meet this requirement? So disable user sharing in administration setting of the site. So there is an administrator setting of the site, disable the user sharing. So let's take a walk on how to do that. Before that, let's see like why this answer. So site user visibility checkbox, which we discussed a couple minutes before, can be deselected on sharing setting page to ensure that external user cannot see each other. Once that is done, but for this scenario, because why this is not an answer and why this, and I on purpose did this. So, but for this scenario, deselecting the setting will remove access for all the external users in all the sites of the organization. But here we just want one site users to not see each other, right? So the restriction should apply to only one of the customer service site because, org can contain like 100 of the site, and we just want one setting this restriction to apply to only one of the digital experience site, and hence we should keep this turned on if the use cases that other sites needs their portal or site user visibility. But we could suppress this by doing an administrator setting on the digital site itself. So this would ensure that user cannot search for other users, find them in a site's people tab, add them to the group, or share a file to record with. So we want to ensure, and by turning on this would be prevented, right? So this would ensure that user cannot search other users, cannot find them, and also cannot add them to the group or share file or record with them. Now, our next question is that Experience Cloud Site Manager of the Cosmic Service Solution is building a customer service site. So, he's building a site in which the customer should be able to track the status of the work orders related to tasks performed by the users, technicians. They should also be able to create return orders. So they need to track the work order, able to create the orders, and which service cloud feature should be enabled in Salesforce to create object pages in the site for this requirement. So they need to create a, a pages. So what should be enabled? So here the answer is that the field service. Now, why field service? So field service could be enabled to expose the field service objects in the Experience Cloud site. So field service objects, field service should be enabled so that field service objects such as work order, service appointments could be enabled. Now, although the work order object is available without enabling the field service, the latter is required for using the return objects. Right? Because we will need the field service to access the return objects. Now, work order will always be available without even enabling the field service. Now, it also provides access to the work order status object, which corresponds to status field on the work orders. Other Service Cloud features, including Service Console, Omnichannel, and Entitled Management, do not enable access to this object. So hence, we don't enable this cloud features, but we enable field service cloud features. Now we could see in this, right, that when the field service is enabled, we could see work order, we could see service appointments, and then also be able to create the new work order, which was also a requirement here. Now let's take a sneak peek at the field service objects trailhead. So this is a field service object trailhead. You could read through. So when you enable field service, gain access to the suite of the standard Salesforce objects, and what all standard Salesforce objects we could take so these are some of the list available here, and the objects and its definitions, which would be enabled when we enable this field service. Now, this is a very good trailhead to navigate through. And then, another one is set up the field service in the Experience Cloud. So how can you do that? To set up a field service object in the Experience Cloud Builder, create an object page in the page menu in the Experience Builder. So we can go to the Experience Builder, and then, we could create spun up the new Experience Cloud site, and then, use the builder. So builder could be found here. So builder, and then and then walk through this, right? That I believe, like, if you are taking an exam, these are some of the basic of how to navigate through. So walk through this on how to set up, but this is a good trailhead as well. Hereby, we'll end up this video. See you on the next set with 5 more questions for the sharing setting.